Your love is sweeter than wine. Your love is better.
Hey, 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 how are you doing? I hope life is treating you well. I hope you're doing your best because that's all you can do, your best, and hope for the best. Uh, I hope you're being the best version of you. If not, you're working to become the best version of you. I hope you're living life to the fullest, appreciating it, valuing it, living your purpose and doing what you were called to do, um, accomplishing great things. And even if you're not there, you're feeling low, you're feeling down, you're going through some problems and things that you feel like your backs are against the wall and you can't come out of it, I still want you to know that everything will be okay. Yeah, everything will be okay. It may not look like it, it may not feel like it, but I'm telling you that everything will be okay. Um, there was this word a friend of mine told me when I was really going through some very, very, very low moments. She said to me, she said, "Bro, God gives the strongest battles to the toughest soldier." So if you are here going through some difficult and challenging time, I want you to know that you are up to the task. The bigger the challenges, the bigger your testimonies, the bigger your purpose. So, and you don't even know how strong you are until being strong is the only option you've got. So I want you to know that everything will really, really, really be okay. I wanted to share a subject. Again, most of the things I share with you are really part of my experience because they are part of my experiences. Because I believe that for you to be able to talk the talk, at least make sure you've walked the walk. You may not have walked it all, but at least make sure you've at least walked even a mile. Because they say again that experience is the best teacher. And this is a subject that we all go through, or if you haven't gone through it yet, you will go through. It's just a matter of time. And I wanted to talk on the subject grieving. Grief. How it did change me as a person. It changed my perspective about life. I am not the same person again, and I know I will never be the same person again. And even when you recover from it, I don't think you really recover from it. When you really lost somebody, let's be honest, when you lost somebody that you really love, there is no such thing as moving on, because you can't really move on. How do you move on when you've lost your mom, the person who brought you here into this world, the person who gave you life, everything that you learned from the youngest ages of your life, you got it from her, so you never really move on. But guess what though? You learn to cope with the pain as you go through life. You learn to navigate life with the pain. And there's always, as hard as it is, there's always a blessing in it all. Regardless of how painful it is actually, because, whew, Jesus, I don't think there's anything as painful as that. And I've had my fair share of grief. I've had my really good share of it. The first time I encountered grief, I was 12. When I lost my younger brother, I was literally holding him on my hands while he passed on. And I was young, I couldn't really interpret it back then. I couldn't make sense of it. But I know the feeling. Even when I revisit that time, I know what I felt. A part of me was gone that never came back. And another devastating grief experience was when I lost my grandmother in 2015. That one, I knew I wasn't going to recover from it. Like, I knew I was literally going to die because I attempted to even take my life. I wanted to just go and be with her. I wasn't ready. And truth to the matter is, you are never ready and you will never be ready. But the route that I took when I lost my grandma is something that I hope if you are dealing with grief, you don't take that route. Even though, like I said again, there is no formula for grieving. People grieve differently. you know. So I cannot come and slap you. I can't slap you and tell you this is how you're supposed to cry. But again, like I said, I hope that route is not the best. Because when I lost my grandma, all I wanted to do was to die. I saw this world like an evil place. I hated everybody. I resented everybody. It affected all aspects of my life, my relationship. I mean, everything. My life like went down the drain when I lost my grandma. And it was as though it was preparing me for the bigger grave that was ahead. So 5 years down the line, I lost my mother. Oh, you don't want to know how that feels. Except you've been there. For those who've been there, let me tell you, you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's a pain that is inexplicable. Let's just keep it at that. It's inexplicable. If you've lost somebody that you love, it's just a pain. And I want you to know it's okay to grieve. It doesn't matter for how long you grieve. The fact that you're grieving is means that you really loved, because you will not grieve if you did not love. So grieving means that you loved really well. Yesterday was 1 year anniversary for my mom, and a lot of emotions came back so afresh. And but my mother passing on, unlike my grandmom, changed me in a different light. It changed me in the sense that it made me to look at life again now. Instead of looking at this bad, negative place that I didn't want to be in it, it made me to appreciate life. To be like, wow. So my mother and I were here mourning for my grandmother, and now she's gone too. Like, why am I here? Why am I still here? I still have breath in my lungs. Why? What am I supposed to do? What was I born to do? So those were the questions that actually start coming into my mind. How can I live to be the best version of myself? And every time I missed my mom, I said, what would my mom have wanted for me if she was alive? That is what I need to go and accomplish. My mother would have wanted me to be the best version of myself, to go and excel, to achieve my dreams, my goals, my ambitions. She would have been proud. And the only way I know I can make her legacy to live on is to go after those things, you know, to also learn to really appreciate life again, and to also appreciate the people who are still alive, like my siblings, my family, my friends, and the people that I care about. To take time, spend quality time with them, and to show them how much they mean to me, and to love them to the best of my capacity, because they're not going to be here forever. Neither will I. You know, sometimes we take people for granted until they are gone. And if you are that person still here, fortunate to still have your loved ones around you, I want you to take time out to spend with these people. Take time out and appreciate them. Take time out and tell them what they mean to you, and really show them how much you love them. This is very, very important, because when they are gone, those memories is what is going to keep you going. You don't want to be on the side of regrets of I wish I could have, I should have. Now that you still have these people here, show them love. And if you are someone that you are still in that place of regret and there are things you wish you could have, I want you to also forgive yourself. There is nothing you can do to go back and to change the past. But what you can do right now, right here, right now, is that you can make a decision to be a better person. To, like I said before, to show the love, to show love to people that are alive. Because with my grandmother, I had some regrets, really. Things that I wish I could have done, which I did not. But I learned to forgive myself. And guess what? Every day that passed by, I made sure I showed my mom how much I loved her. And when she died last year, even though I was crying so much, I was also grateful I got to spend some quality time with her. And before she died, she knew how much her son loves her. So, if you are here grieving somebody, I want you to know that you're going to be okay. And think about the things that that person would have wanted for you. Go and be that. Go and do that. And above all, take it one day at a time. Don't take time for granted. Invest in it. Whatever you think your giftings are, I want you to know, use them. The world needs it. I want you to know the world really, really needs it. So use your giftings. Make this world a better place. Make yourself a better place. Spend quality time with your own self. Love yourself. Forgive yourself. Appreciate yourself. It's okay to pat yourself in the back. It's okay to be self-centered, to take care of yourself first. Because when you take care of yourself, you can take care of others around you. I want you to go and smile at life. I want you to be you, nothing but you. Because everything else, to be honest, you're chasing after the wind. You're literally chasing after the wind. I love you. Remain blessed. Have a wonderful, 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 awesome life. And keep pushing, keep fighting. You who's in that place grieving right now like me, everything will be okay. There is a light at the end of the tunnel. Go and be great.